Can you share a little bit about yourself and the type of shoulder pain you were experiencing before working with us?
Yeah, before it was, minor impingement, I couldn't bear weight, but after this program, I was definitely, felt improvement. I was able to bear weight, able to be a little more mobile now, especially around my neck area, so definitely appreciate the work here.
Absolutely. And like, what made you decide to work with us as like a virtual shoulder rehab program?
I've tried a lot of physical therapy in person, and I just felt like it was too much pressure, and it was just too time consuming. I felt like this program went with whenever I was available, and it worked best for me.
What do you feel like was different between this and like that physical therapy that you've tried before?
I think this was focused more on the problem per se, and versus just trying to general items.
So not just doing a bunch of like
Oh, not the general, the basic stuff. Yeah,
absolutely, man. The cookie cutter stuff, it could help some people maybe if they're like lower level, but a majority of people need like that specific kind of approach. What did you think about the way we structured the rehab program? Was there anything that like was unique or different that kind of stood out to you?
I think I appreciate that it was a build-up. It was definitely a build-up week over week over week, focusing on very specific items. I think it's very vital that you went with that build-up because I think week 12 was, like, one of the more intense ones for me.
Absolutely. So kind of like that stepping stone. And I know we kind of touched on it briefly, but can you share your experience like with the app and like how it looked like on your side as you were going through the program?
Yeah, it was very, very easy to use, very user-friendly. It was literally, pressing on the application, pressing on each of the exercises, and it shows me exactly what I need to do, and I'm able to track, how long it should take, how many reps I need to do, very user-friendly.
I like it. And what did you think of like the communication and kind of back and forth like throughout the program?
I was great. It was very, 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 it was as if you were there all the time, but it was great.
Always in your pocket, always in your ear, brother. That's I
Mm,
always tell people it's always a team approach as we're going through kind of like this shoulder journey here. And like what would you say to someone who might be like hesitant about starting like a virtual shoulder rehab program?
I would say give it a shot. It's not something that is different. It's definitely very different, but it's definitely worth the time.
What are your key takeaways that you're going to kind of take with you moving forward as far as like, shoulder health and kind of longevity from this?
I think consistency is one of the most important things, making sure that I'm able to keep a routine ongoing, and use that for the rest of my life.
I like it. Do you feel like you have like the toolbox and like the tools to continue to be successful for like the long term, like with the
De-
shoulders?
Definitely. I think again these exercises are like ingrained in me for the most part now, but it's definitely a routine that I can use that going forward.